Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Johnny Consciousness. I'm your host, John Moore. I didn't plan on doing another video tonight, but just got done with meditation about 45 minutes ago, and someone on the other side was very insistent that I show uh, my viewers my drawings of my different different experiences that I had with spirits, UAPs. I think these things are probably spirits or highly advanced uh, beings, which spirits probably are, but I think also they might be other, um, what do I want to say, non corporeal life that are made up of light. Sounds like right out of Star Trek. But that's neither here nor there, as they say. So I'll just start with the drawings, if that's what I'm being led to do. Okay, this one, these are in no particular order, by the way. This one is from November 17th, 2022. I was in my backyard where a lot of this stuff takes place, walking back towards my back door patio, and this suddenly appeared in the sky overhead, probably 50 to 100 feet. A lot of spikes on it, as you can see. Um, it was much more beautiful than I drew it. I'm not an artist by any means, but that's the impression that I got of it. Like I said, it just appeared. Uh, I was able to look at it for maybe 4 seconds, 5 seconds tops. And then, like the fabled Cheshire Cat and Alice in Wonderland, it simply faded away. Now, my next drawing here, like I said, these are in no particular order. I don't think I even have a date on when I drew this. This depicts two things. This depicts the Star of Bethlehem. To me, I'm almost certain this was a craft of some sort. It was rotating. It made a big impression on me. I became angry and frustrated after I saw it, so I think there might be more to the story. But at present, my conscious mind just remembers me seeing it rotating, fading away, turning into a gray drum, which then faded away as well. Now this one is of the object I saw in July of 2022. This was very close. As you can see, this says what, 50 feet? This tree was 50 feet, and this appeared right over it. It was more like over my head, not pointing upwards. It was parallel to the ground. It was a electric white blue, and it had flames around it like on a hot rod, but the flames weren't moving. And that's my impression of it. Now, it's interesting, in another drawing that I don't have this hook at the end. And in my journal, this is very similar to what I drew in my journal. So my drawing has evolved as I continue to draw it, which I find interesting. You know? So if I had to guess, I would say this is probably the most accurate drawing I have of it. And my impression at the time is that this was a craft of some sort. It was silent, again there for several seconds. This one I'd say was there for about a minute or so. If I was thinking, I could have walked over and under it, but I just didn't. I was just dumbfounded, trying to figure out. My rational brain went into overdrive, trying to figure out what I was seeing. Now this drawing was over my next door neighbor's backyard. Again, in my backyard, as I was heading, a lot of these things happen when I'm headed to the door. And this was on December 10th, as you can see, 2023. And it was just a gray metallic sphere. I could see it against the dark sky. And it was traveling downwards towards my neighbor's backyard. But again, like many of the other ones I see, it simply began to fade, until it was gone. Look at this one. This is my arm, or my palm of my hand, and I woke up one morning, I think it was in September of 2023, could be 2022, I think 23, after I've been having these experiences for a while. And this was just embedded in my brain, so I had to draw it. And then I later found out that this is a symbol, or is a staff of Ptah, an ancient god in Egypt, the ancient god called the Word of God, who created everything, including the gods. I don't know why this image was in my mind and why I felt compelled to draw it, but I'm sure sometime when the time is right, things will be revealed. Got about 3 more drawings that I want to share. I'm not sharing all of them. This one is on 3 September 2023. Not sure if that's the actual date I saw it, but it probably is. Again, this happened in my backyard as I was, I think I was fiddling with the hose at the time, and I happened to look up, and this thing literally telescoped, I guess is a good word, or zoomed in, just like right in my face, but I don't mean literally in my face, but it was there saying, notice me. It was about 45 degrees from where I was standing in the sky, probably 100 to 200 feet up. It wasn't very large, but it was large enough for me to see this form. Very, very deep purple. I didn't catch the purple, just touched me. It was so deep. And then it, I guess it sped away because it seemed to telescope away like something at a high rate of speed. No sound, no nothing. I'll save that one for last. 2 more. Okay, this one is based on an experience I had with my partner back in the 90s. We were heading up to Reno, Nevada from Fairfield, California, up 80 east to do some gambling, but I think this must have occurred around 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning. The interstate was deserted. We were driving. We saw a UFO, an orange or amber colored one that we lost sight of. And within a couple minutes of that happening, both of us suddenly had a very bad urge to pee. So we pulled over just pulled over on 80 and walked out to the edge of a cliff. I don't know why we did that. We turned the headlights off on the car. It was just really silly. It was a moonless night. And as we were leaving ourselves, my partner said, "Get the hell away from me," or something like that. He later told me it was a deer standing next to him. All he could remember was seeing those big almond eyes. So I think our reactions were very atypical. When he said that to me, I simply finished my business and said, "Come on, let's get back to the car." We didn't look for the deer. We didn't look for our flashlight and to see what was going on. We simply got in the car, drove away, and went to our hotel. And we were still a good 2 hours, probably 1.5 hours to 2 hours away from our destination. No recollection of missing time or anything like that. Just that it was a odd experience. So I was just dwelling on it while I started drawing, and the top figure represents the deer that my partner saw. I never saw it. And then it begins to morph in the second picture, and the third picture is what I suppose it morphed into. But again, this is just impressions I had of the memory of the event. It's windy out there. I don't know if you guys heard that bang outside. I got a lot of metal art off here to the kitchen window, and I just think something tumbled down. I thought I had everything down. Last one. Now this is actually a photograph, which I enhanced with a Sharpie and a pencil, number 2 pencil. And you're saying, oh, come on, John, where did you get it? This isn't a photograph. Where did you get a picture of that? Well, I haven't shared the video yet, I don't think. Maybe I did. This is I've seen many orbs. I've caught some on video. In one orb, I saw what looked like a face. So I messed with the filters a little bit and cropped it and got this image. I believe it's on one of my bumpers of my early Johnny Consciousness when I had like a bumper before the show actually started. Anyway, this is what was inside this being. And I don't think it's the first time I've encountered this being. Maybe I'll tell that story for another time, because I do have another drawing similar, but I just don't have it right in front of me right now. I'm just kind of freestyling this video because, like I said, one of the guys on the other side said, John, you got to show it. So I have. I also wanted to share something else, but I'll save that for hopefully a live video that I want to do. Need to learn how to do it, but I have some media that I want to go along with it. So just stand by, and please, as always, like and subscribe. Both are free. And if you want to comment, please comment. I would very much appreciate it. And if you need a reading, I'll be happy to do that too. My contact info is johnnyconsciousness@gmail.com. That's johnnyconsciousness@gmail.com. Until next time, be well. Let your light shine in the darkness. Always let it shine. And if you can't quite get yourself to let it shine, at the very least, try. Because just by the act of trying, you're releasing that light into the world and that intention. Until next time, I'm Johnny Consciousness.